Hey everyone! Look, I know exactly what you're thinking right now. You're probably sitting there wondering if Pi Network was just a waste of time. Maybe you're scrolling through YouTube looking for someone to tell you it's okay to give up. Trust me, I've been there too. 3 weeks ago, I almost deleted the Pi app from my phone, but then something clicked, and I realized I was about to make the biggest mistake of my life. I'm going to be brutally honest with you about 5 things that completely changed my mind about Pi, and I promise you, if you stick with me for the next 10 minutes, you'll understand why giving up now would be like selling Amazon stock in 1997. But hey, before we dive in, do me a favor and follow my Telegram and Facebook pages. The links are right there in the description. I share the real stuff there, the updates that don't make it to YouTube, and honestly, that's where our tight-knit Pi family really connects. Here's the thing, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. Yes, the hype has died down. Yes, people have stopped searching for Pi Network as much. Yes, it feels like we're in some kind of crypto winter for Pi. But you know what? This is exactly when fortunes are made. While everyone else is panicking and jumping ship, the smart money quietly accumulates. And after what I'm about to share with you, you'll see why this temporary dip in interest is actually the best thing that could happen to us pioneers. Let me tell you something personal. I've been burned by crypto before. I bought into projects that promised the moon and delivered nothing but disappointment. So when I first heard about Pi Network, I was skeptical as hell. Mining crypto on your phone? Come on, that sounds too good to be true, right? But then I really looked at what they're trying to do. This isn't some get-rich-quick scheme dreamed up in someone's garage. The Pi team is trying to solve the biggest problem in cryptocurrency. The fact that regular people like my mom, my neighbor, my barista can't actually use it in real life. Have you ever tried explaining Bitcoin mining to your grandparents? It's impossible! Pi changes everything because it's built for regular people. Every single day when I tap that lightning button, I'm not just earning Pi, I'm participating in the largest financial experiment in human history. 60 million people, guys. 60 million. That's not luck, that's not marketing hype. That's a revolution quietly happening while everyone else is distracted by flashier projects. Okay, this is where I get a little emotional. Last month I was going through a really tough time personally, and I mentioned it in one of our local Pi chat groups. Within hours I had dozens of messages from pioneers I'd never met in person, offering support, encouragement, and practical help. That's when it hit me. This isn't just about cryptocurrency anymore. We've built something special here. I've been part of other crypto communities, and they're usually full of people trying to pump their bags or spreading fear when prices drop. But Pi pioneers, we're different. We're in this together, genuinely helping each other understand blockchain technology, supporting local businesses that might accept Pi, and building real relationships. Just last week, a pioneer in my city started a small business and asked our local group if anyone wanted to help spread the word. Within 24 hours, she had customers, partners, and mentors, all from our Pi community. Try putting a price on that. Here's where I need you to really listen to me. I know it's frustrating watching other crypto projects pump while Pi seems stuck in development mode. I get it. I've had those same thoughts. But let me share something that completely changed my perspective. My uncle bought Apple stock in 1997 when everyone thought the company was finished. People called him crazy. Apple's dead, they said. Microsoft won, game over. He held onto that stock for 20 years while people laughed at him. Guess who's retired now and traveling the world? Pi reminds me of Apple in 1997. Everyone's writing us off, calling it a scam, saying it'll never amount to anything. But while they're busy being negative, we're quietly building the foundation for something massive. The delays we're experiencing, they're not failures. They're Apple taking time to perfect the iPhone instead of rushing out another flip phone. I didn't join Pi to make money next month. I joined to potentially change my family's financial future. And every day I don't sell, every day I stay patient while others give up. I'm positioning myself for what could be the opportunity of a lifetime. You know what's funny? 2 years ago, if you mentioned paying for coffee with cryptocurrency, people would look at you like you were crazy. Now, my local coffee shop has a QR code for Bitcoin payments. My dentist accepts crypto. My nephew's college has a blockchain program. The world is catching up to what we've been preparing for. And here's the beautiful irony. While other cryptocurrencies are trying to figure out how to be user-friendly, we've been practicing user-friendly crypto for years. We've got 60 million people who are already comfortable with the concept of digital currency, mobile mining, and community-driven finance. When businesses start looking for a cryptocurrency that their customers can actually use without a computer science degree, guess which community they're going to want to tap into? Not the Bitcoin maximalists arguing about technical specifications. Not the Ethereum developers building for other developers. They're going to want us, the 60 million regular people who've been quietly learning and preparing. This is what gets me most excited. While most people are glued to charts and obsessing over short-term price predictions, something far more important is happening behind the scenes. Real businesses are getting ready to use Pi. I personally know a restaurant owner in my city who's already planning to accept Pi payments. He's not interested in speculation. He sees it as a way to attract loyal, tech-savvy customers and join a growing global movement. I also know a freelance graphic designer who's eager to start offering her services in exchange for Pi. For her, it's not just about being early in a new payment method. It's about aligning with a community that values innovation and decentralization. These aren't abstract ideas or wishful thinking. They're real people making real plans, building the future of digital commerce with Pi as the currency of trust and connection. These aren't pie-in-the-sky dreams. These are real people making real plans. The other day, my friend who runs a small online store asked me about accepting Pi as payment. She doesn't care about the technology or the blockchain theory. She just knows that if she can tap into a community of 60 million potential customers, that's good for business. And you know what? She's right. We're not just waiting for Pi to become valuable. We're actively building the ecosystem that will make it valuable. Every conversation we have about Pi, every business we introduce to the concept, every person we help understand cryptocurrency, is laying the groundwork for massive adoption. Look, I'm not going to lie to you and say Pi is guaranteed to make us all millionaires. Nothing in life is guaranteed. But what I will say is this. I've never been part of something that felt more like being in the right place at the right time. The search interest might be down, the hype might have faded, but the fundamentals are stronger than ever. We've got the largest cryptocurrency community in history, we've got real-world utility being developed, and we've got a team that's more focused on building something lasting than making quick profits. Every day I hold on to my Pi, every day I stay active in this community, every day I choose hope over fear. I'm betting on us. I'm betting on 60 million people who refuse to give up. I'm betting on the idea that maybe, just maybe, we're part of something that's going to change everything. If this video reminded you why you started this Pi journey in the first place, hit that like button and tell me in the comments. Are you holding strong or are you having doubts? Either way, I want to hear from you because we're in this together. Don't forget to subscribe for more real talk about Pi. And seriously, join me on Telegram and Facebook where we can chat more personally about this incredible journey we're on. The Pi story isn't over, friends. In fact, I think we're just getting to the good part. See you in the next video.